Jesus says, I call you friends. Yet friendship is something that is very, very hard to define. We use the term friendship in lots of different ways. Some people have 200, 300, 400, 500 friends on Facebook. Members of Parliament call each other my honourable friend before they tear into each other at debates. Friendship can mean anything from being fair weather friends, to having mates down the pub, to being real bosom buddies, even to the most intimate of human relationships. Sometimes even in marriage, certainly on the wedding day, a partner might describe their future husband or wife as my best friend. That doesn't always seem to last over the year, though. You don't hear those words a bit later on, but at least that is the kind of beginning. Friendship is something that, as I said, resists firm definition. It's quite hard to say what is and what isn't a friendship, or what a friendship should be like. And I think it's right that we don't try and define friendship too much, because by its very nature, friendship is a very flexible and fluid thing. Nevertheless, there are 4 things about friendship which, to me, seem to stand out. They're not the only things about friendship, but they're important, I think. The first one is that friendship is, by its very nature, a very flexible thing. Our friendships of people are very different. With different friends, we can be very different and express that friendship in different ways. The second thing about friendship is based on a sense of equality. Yes, it is possible and we can be friends with our boss, but within the context of the friendship, there's a mutuality, there's an equality. We kind of meet at eye level. The third thing about friendship is that friendship is devoid of possessiveness. It doesn't include possessiveness. You don't say, well, I can't be your friend because you're her friend, or she's my friend, she's not your friend. That's not how friendship works. Friendship is a very open and inclusive thing. It's possible to have many friends. And then the fourth thing about friendship that to me stands out is that friendship is about attraction. We're friends with someone because we're attracted to them. I don't mean necessarily physical attraction, but we're attracted to that person. We're drawn to them. There's something about them that we like, so we want to spend time with them. And friendship is a form of love. It's not the only form of love. There is romantic love, and there is the family love we have for our family members. But in a sense, friendship is probably the purest form of love, because freed from some of the elements of erotic love, and there's nothing wrong with that, and freed from the sense of obligation and responsibility, friendship is entirely free and entirely open. And that's why it is so special. And so it's no accident that in the gospel today, Jesus describes his disciples as his friends. He says, I call you friends. And I think that says something absolutely beautiful and absolutely lovely. There are other images of God's love for us. There's the image of God as a father and we as children in the Old Testament. There's the image of God as a lover, which we also get in the Old Testament. That might be surprising, but it's there. But then there's this sense as God in Jesus as our friend. And what does that mean? Well, to me, it means 4 things. First of all, that sense of fluidity and flexibility. For each of us, our friendship, our relationship with Jesus Christ is entirely unique. We might look at someone and we say, well, they're very prayerful, they're very holy, I couldn't be like that, I'm not a proper Christian. Well, it's not like that, because that's their relationship with God. And each of us, you, me, and someone else, we have our unique relationship with God, which is unique to us. The second thing is a sense of equality. And you might think, well, how can we be equal to God? Because, of course, we're not. But Jesus meets us where we are. Jesus accompanies us on our journeys through life, and Jesus meets us at eye level. There is a mutuality and a give and take in our relationship with Jesus Christ. The third thing is the lack of possessiveness. God doesn't look at us and go, well, she's talking to someone else, I'm not interested. It's not like that. God meets us where we are and takes us from there. And it's whatever we put into that friendship with God, the more we get out of it. But it's not about jealousy. And then the fourth thing is attraction. In the same way that we don't become friends with someone because we feel sorry for them out of pity. We become friends with someone because we're attracted to them. So it is with God. God is attracted to us. It says in the gospel, you did not choose me, I chose you. God sees in someone, God sees in each of us something beautiful, something lovable, something interesting, something attractive. And that goes to every single one of us. God is attracted to us. God sees something lovable in us. And so those aspects mean that when Jesus says, I call you friends, it's a real special thing to say. And just as we are friends of Christ, so we too are called to be friends of each other. We're not just members of a church who turn up here. We're a community. We're called to love each other and have that bond with one another, as Jesus lays down his life for his disciples. So we too are called to lay down our lives for one another too.